Welcome back everyone to another video. I've got a replay for you today. We are on Bourrasque and one of my favorite medium tanks in the game, which is the Chatelain Bourrasque. So this tank is extremely difficult to play just because the fact that it has no armor and it doesn't have much hit points, so it can't really take too many shots. So the way that I've set up my Bourrasque is I have set it up for concealment and for view range as well. So I have coated optics, which improve my view range up to 445 meters, and then I have low noise exhaust, which stationary means that I can get my camouflage up to 46%, which is insanely good, especially for a medium tank. And then as well, I have vents as well to kind of help balance everything else out to make everything slightly better, which includes my reload. It helps bring that camouflage up a little bit, and it helps my view range a little bit. I believe I have, at least to maintain spotting, I believe I have around 476 millimeters of view range. So Bourrasque is a perfect map for this. This is pretty much the exact same battle like I showed in the EBR, where the EBR is definitely meant for this kind of thing. And the Bourrasque will prove that it can do the same thing. I don't get much damage. Actually, no, I lied. I do get some damage near the end of the battle, and I do get a lot of spotting. So this is actually my very first, I believe this is the first ace tanker that I've had in this vehicle, thanks to this match. So as we look up at the mini map here, we can see that the right flank on the hill is doing okay. The center is holding fine, and then behind me on the left, we have plenty of tank destroyers to help support to whenever I spot. So I'm trying to be as passive as I can because, again, I do have good concealment, but I also don't want to lose hit points unnecessarily. So far, we've gotten a good amount of spotting already up to nearly 3,000, which is pretty good if you ask me, especially for a medium tank. And the main thing too is when you're passive scouting, you cannot fire a shot. Even if you have shots, don't take them because you're going to ruin your chance of getting extra spotting in the future. The only time that I actually would fire is if a medium tank or a light tank comes close to me and they're, say, within 50 meters or so where they're going to proxy spot me, which means that they're going to perma-lit me no matter what building I'm behind or whatever. Like here, this Progetto just peeks right in front of me, and we do get a mag load into him. And I decided there, as I run away, that it is important to repair my track because I was tracked there, and I just would have probably kept getting shot by their tank destroyers and would have died. So unfortunately, they do damage my ammo rack as well, so I have twice as long as reload, which is really, really bad considering I have a 20-second reload as it is, but I am an autoloader as well, so it is perfectly fine. And I'm not too worried about it as well because, again, my goal right now is to try to passive scout and pretty much let my TDs and all my other heavy tanks that are behind me do the work for me. All I'm going to do is just creep up in the bushes here and just drive along straight the line here. So right flank is pretty much nothing's happened. Center, nothing's really happened either. But this flank is pretty much only winnable, or this map rather is really only winnable if you win the left or the right flank, because the right flank, you have a hill that you can shoot from anything, you can spot them. So in order for them to be able to rush you, they have to get spotted first, because of the way that if you set your positions right on the map, on the hill and the bushes, you can pretty much just spot anything and they won't be able to cross over without getting shot or without getting spotted at least. So now we're just going to sit here. We're up to nearly 5,000 spotting, and we've spotted the Stridsvan that's sitting there in the bush, and a couple of mediums as well that are sitting there, and I am keeping their heavies permanently lit because they are to my right and they are within my view range. So every time that they get shot, I am getting the assistance for that as well. So here comes the T-54. I ask my platoon mate to shoot him, and he does, and we have my second platoon mate also doing the same thing as well. And so thankfully my team is supporting us, and we are getting quite a lot of assistance here, which is good. So right flank is kind of just at a standstill. They can't really do anything. Center is pretty much doing the same thing that they've been doing all battle. Their heavies don't like it, the fact that they keep getting lit, and I don't think that they know that they're perma-lit either. So now we're up to 6,500 spotting. A lot for a medium tank, let alone a Bourrasque. Oh, I'm sorry. Make that 6.8k. So I haven't moved up yet because if you look on the mini map, they have what looks like a T-30 and a Centurion sitting right there. And if I get any closer, they're going to proxy spot me, and I really don't want that to happen. So I do see our Char moving, and he does get spotted by that SU up there, and he's just going to get ripped apart. Look at that. He just dies within 5 seconds because of that. And that's why having good camo and just creeping up rather than just going in full blast is extremely important. So I'm just going to be very careful some more. Going to try to light the SU-101 again and the Centurion, but I believe at this point they have just ran, and I am keeping the, there goes the SU, as he was lit and was punished for it. So I am getting spotting as well, as you can see from those heavies in the center of the map, and we have pretty much just dominated this game because of this. This was a pretty easy win for our team, just because we had eyes, and I was able to fill in that light tank position because there was no light tanks on either team this match, which is pretty nice because it gave me an ace tanker and A, and that's my highest spotting in a medium tank. So we're up to just over 7.4k spotting. We only have one mag load in worth of actual damage, but that is going to change here very quickly once we peek over this ridge. There's a Centurion. He was lit by our guys in the center. I believe it was by the Ferdinand possibly, or maybe even the Stritzvan probably had a better chance. So I'm going to try to relight them again. I'm debating whether or not I poke, and I just decide to because you know what, there's guys on the hill, so I might as well. First, before I continue to move up, I'm going to try to see if I can get some shots here on the side of these heavies. We do hit the Bizante in the side, and we are going to hit him for our first kill. And now we're going to move up and try to see if we can spot some more. So I do take a dip down into the river. That way I avoid shots from the T-103 or from that other heavy there on the hill. So now I'm just going to rush this T-103. I have 7.7k spotting right now, and yeah, we're going to pump up our damage to roughly 2,500. We're going to have this T-103 completely for free. So there we go. 2 seconds, we already have 700 extra damage. Thanks to this tank's burst radius, which is why this tank is incredibly powerful. Is it has that really fast interclip reload, and as well it also has that alpha damage, and it just makes it such a beast. I absolutely love this tank. So now my platoon mate is going to let me have the kill, and we do finish him off, and we do take the win. So a very good game nevertheless. Pretty much the same thing as the EBR. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know what you guys think. And hey, I'll catch you all later.